Yeah, I'd agree that that's true.
Why do you think so?
I think because of the video games and how we get the media today. Like today, you can get online and see whatever you want, whatever videos or play video games, and it's very graphic. So
I think it's definitely more aware. I think, like especially in regards to like domestic violence and stuff like it. We care more about like knowing about stuff, but I don't know if we're necessarily less violent.
I don't think so. I think it's just maybe media makes us perceive that. I think it's always been existing.
I think it's not really a generational thing. It's more of a how you were raised and circumstances that you personally encountered.
I'd say in terms of like news and media, it's probably more accepting. In terms of actual violence, I feel we've kind of fought to put more of a fight against it.
yes, I am.
Why?
Well, because this is the first election I can vote, and I do follow the election and the campaign, and I have an interest in politics.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm excited to be a part of something so much bigger than myself and vote, because I mean so many people my age don't, so it's a big deal.
I can't vote. I'm not a citizen, but if I could, I would.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I've always been a firm believer in that it's my right and it's my duty. I mean, if I ignore it, then I really don't have the authority to complain.
Yes.
Why?
It's part of your responsibility to be an American.
I am, yes.
Why?
Because I honestly feel that my vote will make a difference, and I'm hoping that some of the issues that I care about are going to be changed because of my vote.
I'm planning on it.
Why?
I just feel it's my civic responsibility.
Well, actually, I'm taking econ right now, so the workforce for my generation right now is not too well. A lot of unemployed people my age, but I think in the future that it's definitely going to pick up, especially as the baby boomers slowly leave the job market and it switches over.
I think it's a lot harder to get a job now, just because of the way things are. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time in school, and then they start out in debt, so it's definitely a lot more difficult, I think, this generation.
Well, yeah, definitely. Now we're in a transition period, and we don't really know whether we're gonna go up or go down, and it's gonna definitely become more accepting for people to go home after college, because that's what people are gonna have to end up doing. I mean, I'm going into the education field. I'm going to be an English teacher, hopefully, and like that, I have to say hopefully. That's you don't know what's gonna happen. That's kind of the mindset now.
Personally, I'm really concerned. I know my brother, he graduated a year ago in college. He still doesn't have a job. So it doesn't look really promising, and I know they always use the excuse, oh, you don't have any experience, and then it's true because I know I've been starting to look for jobs, and a lot of them say, oh, you need at least 5 years experience with your bachelor's, and I'm like, how am I going to get that 5 years? So it's scary.
I think our workforce is pretty strong, but I mean, it does seem like jobs are something we really need now, and I guess I'm a little worried, but I'm trying not to think about it too much.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I hardly go to church. I do believe in God or a higher entity, but I go to a Baptist church, so I get Baptist.
Do your peers consider themselves religious?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Christian?
You're Hindu?
Uh-huh.
Do your peers consider themselves religious?
Some do and some don't. I think most of my friends have they don't want to get warped into that kind of thing where they have to act a certain way if they're a certain religion. So a lot of people just don't bother.
I'd say I'm a Christian, but I'm not very devout. I don't go to church or anything.
Do your peers consider themselves religious?
Actually, most of my friends don't. And it's normally pretty shocking when I do tell people that I am Christian, because that's who I hang out with, people that aren't, and they're mostly atheists and whatnot. So
Catholic.
Have you always been Catholic?
Yes.
Do your peers consider themselves religious?
Half-half. Some of them are, some of them aren't. So it's mixed.
I'm a Unitarian Universalist.
Okay. And do your peers consider themselves religious?
Some of them, not all of them.
You know, back 50 years ago, if you know, a black guy and a white girl got together, that was not good, or a guy and a guy, or girl and girl. And today, you know, there's communities, there's the, you know, the whole LGBT or whatever it goes. And I think there's people, it's becoming more of a generalized standard, and people are just accepting it as they see it more and more. So.
I think there's a lot more acceptance in this generation. I think we've kind of been raised to be more accepting of things that are different.
Yeah, I agree with
I think we're a lot more accepting, and it really has, especially with gays. I mean, and I'm pro-gay, but it's happened. You know, it's been pretty expedited. It's been pretty quick with this. I mean, it's always been around, and it's always been a problem. Not a problem, but like their rights have always been restricted. But the awareness of these rights has definitely risen very quickly, I think, in the past few years, and whereas we're not there yet, hopefully we will be there soon.
I think overall, like the acceptance has really improved for like gay interracial couples. It's not quite at a level that I think we can really be proud of ourselves for being accepting yet, but we're getting there.
We've come a long way, and I think we are more accepting. There's still always the few and the strong against it, and in movements and stuff, but I feel we've come a long way in being more accepting and just having a more open attitude towards these sort of things.